Hey everybody, this is your girl Tiana and I am back with another video as I promised on breast pumping and breastfeeding. So I'm just going to put like a small little disclosure before I start talking about this. I do want everybody to know I am not a nurse, I'm not a doctor. I have 5 children and I'm solely just talking about what has worked for me, what I have changed, and we'll go from there. So with that being said, also, if you do decide to pump on a regular and you decide to just stop, there is a chance that you could get myostasis. I do hope that I'm pronouncing that right. And supposedly it really hurts, so do your research about that. Okay, well, I've said everything I needed to say in the beginning, so now we can move forward. Okay, everybody, so Jackson is our 5th child with Kaylani and with Ariane. Ariane was born at 30 weeks, so I really did not have a choice but to breastfeed with him. He really depended on me breastfeeding, but with Kaylani, that was definitely a choice. I want to start off with her because I did decide to exclusively breastfeed with her, but it just did not work out. And I will say it's because of latching issues. So come to find out, she did have a tongue tie, and if your pediatrician does not catch that, you can definitely ask about it now that you know about it. But it will cause them having trouble to latch, and later on in life it could cause speech problems. So it's definitely something you want to look into if your child is having trouble latching. So breast pumping is definitely another option for women whose kids is having trouble latching. I will say that I just gave up breastfeeding with Kaylani after that. She had got so used to like bottle feeding at that point that I just gave up. My son Michael Jr., I tried with him. He also just wouldn't latch, so I gave up. He ended up having a tongue tie. We had it clipped, and I just did not go back to doing it there. With Ariane, I breast pumped because he was too little, first of all, to even try to nurse and get him to latch. So I did exclusively breast pump, and that's how we fed him, was breast milk through a bottle. So he did get used to the nipple on the bottle. So when he got to come home, he did not latch, and I just did not continue to breast pump because once I came home and was no longer breast pumping at the hospital, it was really hard to keep up with. So I did just also give up in that area. I definitely gave up in that area with him. And Kaysen, I want to say I like played around with like breastfeeding a little bit, but it was nothing absolutely major at all. I will say this go around, I do exclusively breastfeed, and I want to thank the nurse at the hospital. So my baby was born 5 weeks early, so I was breast pumping and taking it to the nursery so that he could feed. At first, I was only like pumping a ½ ounce. I was very discouraged. I was like, here we go again. I'm not going to be able to produce, because my other kids, where I just was not consistent, I did end up not producing enough milk to even feed them if I wanted to. So my milk supply definitely went down, and that's what I was like, oh, I'm not even going to be able to supply to be able to feed him. Something's wrong with me. Really discouraged. But thank God for my nurse this go around at the hospital, because she would not allow me to give up, because she seen how important it was for me to breastfeed this go around. It was so important to me because I definitely see the difference in my breastfed babies and my formula fed babies. Although they were not exclusively breastfed for that long, it was, I think, up to 2 months, it still has made a huge difference. A lot of you may say, oh, it's just a coincidence, but for me, I definitely believe that it has something to do with breastfeeding. So she knew how important it was for me, and she was like, Tiana, you just have to be consistent. Even if you're not getting anything, even if you continue to get that ½ ounce, I promise you, you will produce if you continue to show your body you need to produce milk for your baby. That's just how God created us to be. So I did it. I was really consistent with it, and you just wouldn't believe the way the consistency changed everything. Literally, from me being consistent, she would come into my room. You know, when you're staying there, they're going to come into your room and check on you. She'd be like, okay, Tiana, you need to get up and you need to try to pump. So I would do it. I was really angry at her. I was like, look. And also, if your gauges are not the right size and it's like squeezing your nipples, that's what happened with me. They didn't give me the right size gauges. I call them gauges. But it hurt. So I did not want to pump. I was like, no, forget it. It just hurt so bad. But when she changed my gauges out, came in there and showed me how to accurately pump, it made it so much easier. After I got through the pain, I mean, it just started going away, and it was a whole lot easier to breast pump. So I had really high hopes for breast pumping, and the more consistent I was, the more milk that I made. So it really made me happy, and seeing like that small difference, it made me just keep going and keep trying. And then I started like producing a really good amount of milk. I'm not just gonna say I was just like overflowing with milk, but I was producing like a really good amount of milk to where I could feed Jackson often enough with the breast milk. So we had got a little joke. One of my nurses, one of my favorite nurses, she was called me Betsy the cow, and it's just stuck even at home now. My husband and my family, we told them about the joke, so it's actually stuck. Now I try to be as consistent as I can. Also, what has helped me is I drink a lot of water, a lot of water, a lot of fluid, drink a lot of electrolytes and stuff like that. And it has just helped my letdown and helps me produce a whole lot better. But you do lose a lot of carbs and calories. So that's why we end up losing weight so much when we are breastfeeding. I've definitely lost a lot. My very first appointment, which was 3 weeks ago, I had already lost 13 pounds since I've delivered. So I don't know what the number is now, but it is also great to eat and get that back inside of you so that you can keep your energy levels and stuff like that up. If you do decide to be very, very consistent and you get this high amount of milk that you are starting to produce, and you're able to start freezing and having enough to where, you know, if you decide to leave or take a vacation, whoever watches your child, or even if you decide you don't want to pump, or if you decide to have a good time and have a drink, so you have to pump and dump and you need the extra milk, you can also start storing and doing that. But do note that if you just automatically stop pumping without slowly decreasing your supply, you do risk getting malstasis. And again, I hope I'm saying that right. I always mess it up. But I heard it really, really hurts. Thank you, Jesus. I have not had it. And sometimes where I'm not as consistent as other times, I will feel the pain starts to come, and I immediately, I'm like, I gotta stop whatever I'm doing. I can't hold off any longer. I need to pump. So right now, every time that I pump, I do pump for 2 5 bottles for my baby Jackson, and he drinks 2 to 3 ounces each time. So being consistent, drinking a lot of water, electrolytes, making sure that you are just keeping your body healthy and pumping, that is what will help you the most. That is what has helped me. Also, I forgot to say something. Also, you can do like skin to skin with your baby. So it's, you know, you put your bare skin on your child as he or she is bare skin. That will also help. And if your baby is able to latch and you nurse, it is always good to breast pump as soon as you're done nursing. That is when your letdown is absolutely amazing. So yes, I would definitely try those things. Just being consistent, keeping hydrated, drinking plenty of fluids, electrolytes, staying healthy, also doing skin to skin and pumping right after you are done nursing. So just keep those things. Sorry, my babies came to the door. But yes, keep those things in mind. And I really, really hope, and like I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse. That's solely what has worked for me throughout the years, and I can definitely tell a difference. I'm so happy I'm able to produce and be able to keep my baby enough milk to be able to feed him to where he can get full. And I really hope that this helps you at home. If you have any questions or if you would like to discuss anything, feel free to inbox me, write me, comment down below, and I will try my best to reach back out to you. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I really hope it helps. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and definitely subscribe to my page because I'm trying to be as consistent as I can and make more videos for mothers out there as I learn, since I do have a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge. And sorry, my babies came to the door. But yes, keep those things in mind. And I really hope, and like I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse. That's solely what has worked for me throughout the years, and I can definitely tell the difference. I'm so happy I'm able to produce and be able to keep my baby enough milk to be able to feed him to where he can get full. And I really hope that this helps you at home. If you have any questions or if you would like to discuss anything, feel free to inbox me, write me, comment down below, and I will try my best to reach back out to you. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I really hope it helps. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and definitely subscribe to my page because I'm trying to be as consistent as I can and make more videos for mothers out there. But yes, I'm trying to be as consistent as I can in making these videos all about motherhood, being a mother of 5. I mean, the videos could be covering anything, so just stay tuned. If you like my videos, if you think that I need to work on anything, like saying after everything, please just comment below and let me know. It will not hurt my feelings. I will appreciate anything that you have to say. Any questions, I will try to get back to you. But all right, till next time, if you have any video that you would like to request me to talk about or make a review on, just go ahead and let me know. Also, I use the Motif breast pump. It is absolutely amazing. It times you and how long you've been pumping, and I also do about 30 minutes each time I decide to pump, and like I said, every 2 hours. All right, until next time, you guys, I will talk to you later, and I hope to hear back from anyone who has any questions. I definitely would like to have a relationship with my audience. Thank you so much.